swab test. Let's go! She got her results after 8 hours. And it was... Hola amigos and welcome to today's video. And I bet by the title you're really confused as to what the heck just happened. Yes, my mom is in the Philippines. Yeah! When I found out that this was going to happen, I was like, we have to document this because this is a part of history. Because I mean, the brown out really now. The show must go on. If you guys didn't know, coming from abroad, going into the Philippines it's so hard to do right now. And if you're Filipino and you're trying to do this, I know you know. Hallelujah, I know. So guys, this video is just fully my mom's experience coming from the US into the Philippines, and I want to really point that out. So because it all depends on like your citizenship and everything like that, so I want you guys to take note of that. So my mom was born and raised here in the Philippines. She's a Filipina citizen, but she's a dual citizen, Swedish and Filipina. So two, and dual citizens are allowed in the Philippines right now. I will put as many links as I can down below with all of the infos that helped me out and hopefully will help you guys out as well. So, but she lives in the US. So if you guys have like a different status, then you know, take note of that and do your research. At the same time as I'm talking, I will show you guys clips of my mom actually traveling, so you can hear it from the researcher's point of view, because I did all of the research, and from the actual person who's traveling. It took 5 days for my mom to come here from the US. Let's get started. Okay, this video is specifically for everyone who are traveling this route. The US direct flight to Manila, then from Manila to a province, specifically Siargao. This is my mom's travel. 1 month ago was when this all started. My mom said that she wanted to come to the Philippines. I did my research and I watched tons and tons of vlogs on YouTube, like this one, like you're doing right now probably. Then I went on Google, I went on all of the government websites, all of the blogs. Oh my god, I watched and read so much, which I recommend you guys to do as well. We started off by going on different booking sites and finding flights, because right now it's really hard to find flights going anywhere. Like all of the flights get cancelled non-stop, and actually when my mom and Michael booked the flight, it got cancelled. She was supposed to leave on September 1st, but it got cancelled because it was a layover in Taiwan, and apparently they didn't want any more layovers in Taiwan at that time, at least. So then I said we have to choose a direct flight to Manila, and it would be best if she were to arrive in the morning. The reason why I'm saying morning is because if you get to Manila in the morning, you'll be able to do the test, get the result as fast as possible, so that you can book your flight the next day if you're going to a province. But if you're going just to Manila, then I guess it doesn't really matter, but it's still the best to get there in the morning. Finally found Philippine Airlines direct flight from San Francisco to Manila. Then after that, I did my research, so we had still like a month left before she had to leave. After that, you just basically have to let time pass and keep on checking Facebook and all of the websites to make sure nothing has changed, because sometimes it changes in a day. And then make sure to book a hotel. So hallelujah, as close as you can to the Naiya airport or the airport you're going to, because when you get to the Philippines, you won't be able to just go home and see your family and like you used to. When you get to Manila, to Naiya airport, you will have to take the COVID test result, swab test, PCR test will take, they say 2 to 3 days or 1 to 2 days, but for my mom it only took her 8 hours to get the results. So that's why I'm saying Philippine Airlines, because a lot of people have said that they get the results within 12 hours if you do it in Naiya airport. definitely do that if you want to get home early. I chose the Hotel 101 for my mom, even though it's only a 3-star hotel and it's not the most fanciest and everything like that. I decided to do for her to be there because it's really close to the airport. After you book your hotel, pack all of your stuff and get ready, and then 3 days before you travel, if you're going to Manila, you have to fill out the pre-registration form for the PCR test. Fill this out, nice and easy. Take your time. It doesn't have to be, I don't have to do it quickly because you don't want to make any mistakes. Then when you do that, you will get an email and they will give you a link. You click on the link and you fill out this other form, and you get this QR code, and you also get a confirmation letter. Make sure to print those out and save them on your phone, like screenshot them. When all of those things are done, finally my mom could leave. So now let's start with my mom's journey, because all of those stuff will apply to everyone, and now we will see what my mom did. Her journey started in Oregon, USA. That's where she lives. So she started from there in a small town. They drove all the way to Portland, Oregon, where they stayed at the hotel. The next day,
she hopped on a flight to LAX.
No, she didn't. She hopped on a flight to SFO. Hi guys, this is San Francisco Airport. I'm going back to the Philippines. And only Filipinos can come home to the Philippines, and it's so complicated. You wouldn't believe, I haven't even started. Soon I will be boarding to the Philippines. I'm already tired, and when we're in the plane we have to use this mask and this. Ow, I almost poked my eyes. I have to like really emphasize this. Make sure to bring all of your papers. She brought her Filipino birth certificate and her dual citizen certificate. Make sure that it's obvious and you have proof that you are a Filipino citizen, because if not, you will not be able to board that flight. If you have a Filipino passport, you're all good. Now my mom does not have that. She has a Swedish passport. So if you have a foreign passport, make sure you're a dual citizen of the Philippines. When we got our dual citizenship, we got it at the same time back in like 2008 or something like that. Back then we only got one sheet of paper, that's it. But now I guess you get an oath of allegiance too. So you have to bring that too. We'll put everything you need right here. You need to bring those paperwork, guys, or else you cannot board the flight. Her flight to Manila was actually at nighttime. It was at 11 p.m. So she had a long time, and when she got to San Francisco, she just ate food like I think twice. She got really yummy food. I was so jealous. She got like these really yummy fries. When it was time to do the check-in, it was no hassle. Like we thought there would be an issue because she didn't have an oath of allegiance, because PAL Philippine Airlines sent us an email saying you need your oath of allegiance, your dual citizenship paperwork, and something, and she did not have that. But when she got there, they just called the manager, and the manager looked at her dual citizenship paperwork and she was like, yes, she's Filipino, good to go. There was a lot of paperwork. Just follow with the flow. Try to stay as calm as you can. My mom was stressed out. You have to wear a shield and a mask when you get on the plane, by the way, guys, so get ready for it's going to be hot. My mom had a really hard time breathing during this, but it's what you have to do to stay safe and to keep others safe. Bring your hand sanitizers and everything, guys. And bring 10 masks so you can, and disposable masks, so you can throw them out every few hours. Change your mask. You don't want to bring just one mask, it's gonna smell. So when she boarded on that plane, and it was only a 13-hour plane, direct flight to Manila, get ready to do lots of temperature checks. They did I don't know how many temperature checks of my mom. Bulk up on veggies and stuff before your flight. Make sure you're super healthy. You want your immune system to be up there, and also so that you will be allowed, because if you have a fever, guys, or if you're sniffling all the way, you won't be able to board that flight. And I told her to vlog on the flight, but I do not think she did. But she told me she didn't like the food that much. She wasn't sitting next to anyone, so there was social distancing, and you could only take it off, the mask and shield, when you're going to eat food. And I just told her, just eat a lot of food so that you don't have to wear it 24/7. But you know, she still had to do it. 13 hours later, I felt jet lag as well because I was up all night. But the next day, I guess that was, she got to Manila.
Hi guys, andito ako sa Naiya Airport. Ang hirap. Tingnan nyo. Kanina pa nag-landing, 3:45, 5:20 na, hindi pa rin tapos.
Ang daming papel na kailangang fill upan. Ito, meron akong folder kasi ganun kadami. Magbabayad. Medyo mahal, 4,500 pesos.
This was a huge accomplishment, by the way. Once she got to Manila, followed protocol. Just, they will tell you what to do, guys. I thought you would have to like memorize everything and do everything like on your own. No, they will tell you, mom, go here, sir, go there. Then it came to the time to do the swab test.
Dito ako nag-swab test.
And she was not able to film the actual, you know, swab test. Then she got to the final station where, and this took like 3 hours, this whole process. So when you get to Manila, it takes like 2 to 3 hours. Other people said it takes longer. And when that happens, it's usually due to them not filling out the PCR test pre-registration form, which I said, fill it out 3 days before traveling. If you don't do that, you will still be able to do it at the airport, but it's going to take you longer. Also, make sure to book that hotel before traveling, because you can also book the hotel at the airport, but again, it's going to take longer and you're not sure which hotels are available, which hotels are good. You won't be able to do research.
Hello. Pagkatapos ako COVID test, pinapila ko dyan para ma-check ang ibang mga papel. Tapos ngayon, pipila ako sa airport taxi naman. Ang gulo. Hirap.
A guard helped her, or a soldier actually, I think she said. I think it's the Coast Guard who helped her with her bags to the van. Got a sign off from the airport and said, yes, you're ready to go to the hotel, wait for your result. You will be messaged in your email and on your phone. So anyways, she got on the van to Hotel 101. It only took her like 15 or 20 minutes or so. When she got to the hotel, she gave her papers and stuff, and they already had her signed in. She got to her room, and all we had to do at this point was wait for the results.
So I'm in the hotel now. Hotel 101, Pasay, Manila. Diyos ko! Habang inaano yung swab sa dalawang ilong, hindi naman masakit or ano, pero kasi nakagawa na ako ng endoscopy, so okay na sa akin, uncomfortable lang. Pero nung nilagay na sa tonsil, pangatlong swab, halos masuka ako, pero hindi naman niya napansin. Yun lang. At saka medyo pang feeling na sisinga ka pero hindi man nangyari. Ang mga lalaki, yun, sumisinga, umuubo, tapos halos umiiyak. Nakakatawa.
Obviously, we're both really anxious because I didn't think she would be positive. You know, there's still a fear of it, you know. So at the hotel, I guess we could give a bit of a review of Hotel 101.
Film ko ang kwarto. Wala akong magandang view pro hotel. Tapos yan yung queen size bed. Tapos doon ako nag-charge. Tapos, mayroon akong malaking TV. Meron akong parang kitchenette. May ref. May micro. Itong banyo. Linis ng itsura niya, oh. Sink. Tapos, shower.
My mom said this hotel was a good enough hotel to stay in if you have to. And during this, like, pandemic where you have to stay at the hotel for like a day or two, she recommends it. Just for the fact, just for the purpose of the 2-day quarantine, because they give food 3 times a day. You can order, cup noodles, which she did a lot, and they give you a lot of water, drinking water, which is for free. They pre-cleaned it, but when you're there, no housekeepers will come in and clean that room. So
negative na yung COVID test ko. So, negative ang COVID. Dahil meron na akong negative result sa COVID, pwede na ako lumabas ng kwarto. Hello! Tuwing may aalis, kailangan nilang linisan ng maayos. Yan, no? Ipapaprint ko yung mga, papaprint ko yung mga test. Pwede na, Diyos ko, para akong prisoner, totoo eh. Bumalik pa ako eh. Ito ang Hotel 101, no? Ito ang labasan. Pwede daw akong lumabas. Pero, ayaw ng anak ko, tsaka hindi kailangan ko maligo ulit.
when she got her results, I was like, now I have to prep for her arrival in Surigao, because you cannot get into Siargao at the moment, guys, because there is like closed off. The Siargao airport here is closed, so the only way for her to get in here is through Butuan to Surigao and then to Siargao. So make sure if you're going to a province, to your province, make sure that you check on how to get there, because it's going to be harder than getting into Manila. Anyways, she got her results after 8 hours and it was negative, which I expected. No, but I hoped for it, I prayed for it, and it happened, thankfully. So when she got her negative results, this is when it became really difficult. I started checking the flights. So the flight earliest to Butuan was yesterday. So it would be, so she arrived on a Friday on September 11th. The next flight was September 13th on a Sunday. There was only 4 seats left. So I guess a lot of people are going back to their provinces right now from Manila. So make sure to book your flights as soon as you can, but you do need to have your negative results before you book. Once I was able to find her a flight, there's different requirements for each city, guys. So I had to look up what does she need to get into Butuan. Apparently she only needed the negative PCR test and travel authority. Now this is another confusing part. The travel authority, she didn't need that because she came from abroad into Manila and she only stayed at the hotel. She did not go out. Only hotel to airport. She didn't need the travel authority because there's no way of her getting that. She doesn't live there, and so I know this is super confusing, guys, but she doesn't live there. There was no way for her to go there and then go to the barangays and get everything she needed. So that is why you are exempted from that if you come from abroad. So what I did is I called the tourism board in Butuan and asked them all of their requirements. The tourism boards around the Philippines, guys, are amazingly great at giving good advice on what to do. So I recommend you calling them. I will put the numbers down below if you need to call Butuan, Surigao down below, because those are the ones I've called and I know are good. And I was like, okay, Mama, you are good to go to Butuan. You have to make sure you have booked a hotel for 15 days. It's now 15 days instead of 14 days. For 15 days at a accredited government facility hotel. And for us, it's the Kermit Hotel here in Siargao is accredited and approved. There are tons of other hotels that are also approved, because when you get to your final destination, that is when you have to do the 15-day quarantine. Make sure to call that hotel, coordinate with them like crazy, because they will help you out. For me, I had to coordinate with Kermit, everything. They had to coordinate with the government people to tell them that my mom is coming into Butuan. Guys, it's insane how much you have to do. Once all that was settled, when she got to the Naiya airport, they told her she needed travel authority. After I got clearance that she doesn't need it, and we had 20 minutes to spare.
Ito na ako sa airport, Naiya. Punta ng Butuan. Muntik na ako hindi pwede kasi hindi ko nasabi na nag-hotel ako. Kung hindi ka pala nag-hotel, kailangan mo ng letter of acceptance. Pero okay na. Pero pawis na pawis ako. Takot ako. Oh my God.
I had to run to the mayor's house, which is my grand aunt, thankfully, here in Siargao, and ask her for help because we only had like 20 minutes to spare before she had to board her flight to ask for all of this. And apparently you don't need it. Again, for the same reason that she comes from abroad, blah blah blah. She went on a flight. It was really stressful in Naiya airport though for my mom because she had to go all over the place. And the Coast Guard did help her out. Thank you, Coast Guard. So thankfully she was able to board the flight to Butuan. Once she got to Butuan, there was nothing really special happened when she got there to the airport. I think they did a little bit of checking, but not that much. Like, she got released like straight away, and she was confused on which van to go into because there are vans outside of the airport waiting to take you to your destination. And we thought there would be like a sign with her name saying Joanne and her last name and stuff, but there wasn't, because I thought it would be that way because we coordinated with the government people and I thought they had a specific van for her, and then we all got confused at several points of this travel, guys. So when she got there, she called me with somebody else's phone. She does not have a Filipino phone, and she was like, Maria, what am I supposed to do now? There's no name. My name is not on the car. I was like, just pick any van. And then she got on a van.
Andito na ako sa private van. Mag-isa lang ako. Ay, Diyos ko, kakatapos lang ng checkpoint dito sa Alegria. Pabuti na lang ang uncle ko attorney at governor noon. Kung hindi, mas mahirap. Di naman din siguro. Kasi hindi naman lahat may kamag-anak na politiko. Worth naman. Gusto kong makita si Marie. Nakakapagod lang. Tapos, pagdaan, isa shower ang van ng chlorine. Ang strict nila dito, grabe.
Thankfully, the driver of that van, Manong, thank you for driving my mom from Butuan to Surigao, was super nice. It cost a lot though. Oh my god, guys, please make sure to bring enough money, cash, and lots of it. That van from Butuan to Surigao is 4,500 pesos. It's the same cost as the plane from Manila to Butuan, basically. So that's just to show you how expensive it is. So when you're traveling, guys, by car, there's lots of checkpoints. Then when she got to Surigao, it was such a relief when she got there, guys. Then she got to the hotel and we chose the Tavern Annex Hotel in Surigao. I chose this hotel because it's the closest to the pier, to the port. This hotel is only a 2-star hotel, so it's not the fanciest, but I do have to say the staff, they are incredibly nice there. I was talking to the phone with Aubrey. Shout out to Aubrey. She is so nice. She's one of the people working at the hotel there and incredibly nice and accommodating. I was being so annoying with all of my questions, calling her non-stop and, you know, texting her and emailing her. She did not once give me attitude or anything like some other people did give me. Be ready, guys, when you're talking on the phone with a bunch of people. Because of this whole pandemic, everyone is stressed out and I got some rude phone calls, but you know, we're not going to talk about that because we're all positive today. She got into her room, she gave the paperwork, they copied her papers. They didn't have any food, so she had to order from the outside world, which is when I downloaded Food Panda. Guys, I recommend you guys to download Food Panda because they are really fast on delivering food. But anyways, I told her to go to the port to order her ferry tickets for the next day, which is today, because that is what I was told. But when she got to the ferry, to the port, they told her, oh, you can't order today, you have to come back tomorrow, which annoyed her a little bit because she was hangry at this point. She had to go back home to the hotel because apparently you can only like book tickets on the same day that you're leaving at the pier, at the port. So just know guys, like the rules you were used to don't apply anymore. So she's like, order me food, I'm so hungry. She wanted Greenwich and I ordered her like 2 pizzas, all-in pizza and like spaghetti and whatever, and she gave one of the pizzas to Aubrey because she's so nice. So
nandito ako sa hotel room sa Surigao. So hindi ko nahabol yung fast ferry. So napilitan ako mag-hotel dito sa Surigao dahil transit lang siya, parang sa Butuan noon. Hindi mo kailangan mag-quarantine pa. Nung pumasok ako sa hotel, kailangan ko ipakita lahat ng papers ko na negative ako, na yung transit lang siya, yung plane ticket ko, ganon-ganon. Pero, hindi ako pwedeng lumabas. Masaya pa rin ako kasi Pilipinas to, so masasaya mga tao, ang sarap ng pagkain. Tsaka dito ako lumaki sa Surigao. Yan yung bed, malaking bed. May AC, so malamig. 2-star lang to, itong banyo, shower. Pwede mag-flash ng toilet paper dyan, walang problema.
rested up the next day, which is present time.
Nandito ako sa harap ng hotel. Pwede na akong pumunta dun sa port, sa pier, mag-order ng ferry ticket. Itong medyo iffy sa semi-quarantine. Kaya nga semi-quarantine kasi pwede akong pumunta doon. Pero malapit lang naman. Pag nilakad, mga 5 minutes lang yata. So, pero hindi ako daw pwedeng paikot-ikot. Maglakad lang daw ako papunta doon. Or mag-tricycle.
She got her ferry tickets like a few minutes ago and it will be leaving at 11:30 a.m.
Ito na ako sa ferry. Kita nyo yan? Nakahiwalay ang mga galing outside ng Surigao. So kahit na negative ang swab test, ang COVID test, kailangan pa rin hiwalay kaya merong parang shield. Doon sa harap, may canteen, pwedeng mamili. Tapos doon, may CR. Kumain na ako kanina ng Jollibee. So, sa loob ng ambulance. Walang nagsabi sa akin na papasok ako sa loob ng ambulance. Meron tayong kasamahan dito. Canadian yata ito siya. Tapos kukunin tayo ng Kermit Hotel.
Are you staying at Kermit too? Yeah, me too.
So, nasa private van na ako. Kasama si... I forgot your name.
My name's Tori.
Tori. Andito, pupunta kami sa Kermit. Finally. Nasa Kermit na kami. Pwede na ako umuwi. September 27. Good na ako. We're going home to the Philippines from wherever you are in the world. It's worth it even though you're going to get headaches and no sleep and you feel like you're preparing for like the bar exam or something. The next clips will be all of Mama, so I'm going to sign off for today's vlog. If you have any questions, go down below. I will answer you, especially if you're coming from the US to the Philippines, because then we have the same situation. So if you have any questions, or go to Instagram at AriaABFNV011. I will answer you, because what I really needed was somebody I could talk to, and nobody answered me. Bye guys, adios. Yay! Nasa Kermit room na ako. Kermit Hotel Resort. So, umpisa akala ko hindi ko pwedeng buksan. Kaya na-feel kong taga nakakulong ako. Pero, hindi pala. Etong gardens, may sarili akong garden. Tapos, meron akong pang patio, balcony. Pwede akong lumabas. Ang malaking bed. Cute to. 4-star hotel to. Meron akong sofa. Food at stuff. Galing sa anak ko. Tingnan nyo naman. Sosyal. Tingnan niyo yung sink na yan. Ganda, diba? Tapos, ang ganda-ganda ng shower. Oh! Ito lang talaga ang sign ng quarantine ako. Kasi, paglabas dito, meron akong shield. Yun lang. Isa-summarize ko lahat. Talagang napakahirap. Kasi ang daming red tape. Kung wala akong connections, mas magiging mahirap. Magagawa nyo pa rin, pero mas matagal lang. So, kailangan lang mas maging pasensyoso kayo. Kailangan nyo rin isipin yun kung kaya nyo ba na para kayong prisoner nga. So, isipin nyo at least mga 15 days yun sa final destination. Tapos around 2 days sa Manila. Thank you. Bye-bye.